For over 3 decades, Windows updates have been both exciting and terrifying at the same time. Each new release promises smarter AI, stronger security, and smoother performance, but somehow, somewhere, the bugs always sneak in. And once again, history seems to be repeating itself. Because the Windows 11 25H2 update, which officially began rolling out just hours ago, is already under fire. Within hours of release, users across the globe started reporting problems, playback errors, installation failures, broken file sharing, and more. Microsoft itself has acknowledged at least 4 major issues, and while that number might sound alarming, this time the company insists things are under control. So, is this the Windows 11 update we've been waiting for, or just another bug parade dressed in new UI? Let's dive into what's really going on. Backhand index pointing down. Warning issue number 1, DRM-protected videos refuse to play. Imagine firing up your favorite Blu-ray or classic DVD app after updating, only to see a black screen. That's exactly what's happening with Windows 11 25H2. A strange glitch has broken DRM-protected content playback, causing older apps that rely on digital rights management to crash or show copyright errors. In simpler words, if your content uses DRM, movies, TV shows, or even older music players, it might not play at all. Microsoft says the culprit is a flaw in the Enhanced Video Renderer, an old Windows component responsible for playing DRM-secured videos. Now, while modern streaming platforms like Netflix and Disney Plus are unaffected, since they use newer frameworks, older software and local media apps are the real victims. For now, users can only wait. Microsoft has already confirmed that a fix is coming in October 2025 through an optional cumulative update. So if you're still clinging to your classic DVD collection, you might want to hold off updating just a little longer. Floppy disk issue number 2, update installer failing. .msu packages. Next up, something for power users and IT admins. The Windows Update Standalone Installer, or WUSA, is acting up again. When trying to install certain .msu update packages, the tool throws a frustrating error, error_bad_pathname. This bug specifically affects those who manually install updates, mostly enterprise administrators and advanced users. Regular users who rely on the built-in Windows Update system won't even notice it. Still, this shows how fragile Windows backend has become. Microsoft admits the glitch exists due to compatibility issues carried over from version 24H2, and since 25H2 is technically an enablement update built on the same core, these bugs have simply resurfaced. The fix is currently under development, but Microsoft hasn't provided an exact release timeline yet. In the meantime, enterprise users might have to fall back on Windows Server Update Services, WSUS, or use alternative deployment tools. File folder issue number 3, file sharing breaks with SMBv1. Here's where it gets a little more technical, but also more serious for business environments. The old SMBv1 protocol, used for file sharing between computers, is now broken in Windows 11 25H2. SMBv1, Server Message Block version 1, was the standard decades ago, but it's now considered outdated and insecure. Still, countless legacy systems, especially in corporate setups, continue to depend on it. After updating to 25H2, users discovered they could no longer share files or folders using SMBv1 over NetBIOS, NetBT connections. Microsoft has officially confirmed that this problem appears when either the client or server is running Windows 11 version 25H2 or has the September 2025 security patch installed. So what's the solution? Microsoft recommends allowing traffic through TCP port 445, which lets Windows automatically switch from NetBT to a newer, stable connection mode. In simpler words, this workaround forces Windows to bypass the broken part of SMBv1. However, Microsoft is making one thing clear: SMBv1's time is up. It's already disabled by default in modern versions of Windows, and the company strongly advises moving to SMBv2 or SMBv3 for security and stability. This issue may not affect home users, but for IT teams running older network systems, this bug could temporarily break file access across entire offices. Toolbox issue number 4, media creation tool broken on ARM PCs. And finally, the most unexpected bug of all. If you own an ARM-based Windows PC, you might not be able to create installation media anymore. That's because the Media Creation Tool, the official Microsoft app used to download or build Windows ISO files, currently refuses to run on ARM64 systems. Instead, it displays an error message. We're not sure what happened, but we're unable to run this tool on your PC. Microsoft confirmed that this issue is limited to ARM64 systems and that the Media Creation Tool isn't fully ready to generate ARM-based installation files yet. Strangely, you can still use the same tool on a regular Intel or AMD PC to create ARM64 media for other devices. The company insists that the bug won't affect most users since ARM machines are still a small niche, but for developers and early adopters, it's an annoying limitation. Lightbulb. So, what does all this mean for you? Let's be honest, bugs are nothing new in Windows. Every major update brings both innovation and frustration. But here's the good news, Windows 11 25H2 isn't nearly as unstable as version 24H2 was. This release is primarily focused on performance, AI integration, and system stability rather than major UI changes. It's designed to make your PC faster, smarter, and more responsive, with deep Copilot integration, improved system recommendations, and faster boot times. The bugs that do exist? They're mostly inherited from the previous build, not newly introduced. Microsoft's transparency and quick acknowledgement this time show clear improvement in how they handle public rollouts. And most importantly, patches are already in progress, with October updates likely resolving all 4 major issues. Magnifying glass tilted left. Final thoughts, should you update now? If you're an average Windows user, yes, go for it. The Windows 11 25H2 update brings subtle but meaningful upgrades in security, AI assistance, and overall performance. The bugs won't affect most daily users. But if you're someone who manages servers, relies on SMBv1 for network sharing, or uses DRM-heavy legacy apps, it might be smart to wait for the next patch. At the end of the day, Microsoft is clearly trying to rebuild trust with users after the chaotic 24H2 rollout. The 25H2 update feels more refined, deliberate, and transparent, though not perfect. Because let's face it, this is Windows. Every update fixes something, breaks something else, and keeps tech fans like us talking for weeks. Grinning face with sweat. The Windows 11 25H2 update has officially started rolling out, and while it brings exciting improvements in AI performance, speed, and security, it's not all smooth sailing. Within hours of release, users began noticing strange bugs. Microsoft has already confirmed 4 major issues, including broken DRM playback, failed update installations, SMB file sharing errors, and problems with the Media Creation Tool on ARM PCs. Despite these hiccups, the 25H2 update isn't a disaster. It's built on the same stable base as version 24H2, meaning most users won't face major issues. Plus, Microsoft has promised quick fixes in upcoming patches. So, if you love exploring new Windows features and AI upgrades, go ahead and install, but if you rely on older software or enterprise tools, maybe wait a little longer.